Hi guys, welcome to GameTalk Ajax PSV 5-0.
Hold up, Juan. Can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
I want to say hi to all the fans in Eindhoven, the loudmouth fans who were cheering their team on and saying Ajax sucked at the beginning of the season. This one's for you.
All right. Okay, so EyeJax 5-0. Look, we were expecting a big result, but it's very easy for fans to get carried away, especially after the midweek game against Dortmund. But still, and we know that PSV played on Thursday. They don't have Gakpo, they don't have Madueke. So everybody's like, yeah, man, we should win like 5-0, like we did today. But apart from that, we should compliment this team, Ajax.
Of course.
They didn't, again, we didn't start that good. Mm-hmm. It was a bit sloppy. I think PSV had the better chances at the start of the first half. Pasveer actually came through. And but after that, we got more control. And the first goal was very important of Berghuis.
Yeah.
Take us through that first half, and what's like the takeaways for you?
Yeah, the first half was a bit sloppy in the beginning, and Pasveer actually saved our ass in the first half, because in the first 10 minutes, I think he had 3 saves already.
Yeah.
So he really pulled it through for us at the first phase of the match.
Yeah.
So that's great, and also I see improvement in his play. Dortmund first, now against PSV. Yeah. Very important saves. That was very important because you could grow into the match. Yeah. After that, we started to take the control a little bit. And the goal of Berghuis was like a big punch on the nose of PSV, because it turned around totally by that goal. And you saw we were more dominant during the first half, and we started to create more chances, and PSV was falling back more to their own goal. Yeah. So after that was a great happening in the first half to turn it around for us. And in the second half, we just built on that. And you saw the energy flowing away from the PSV team. They had some chances, like 3-4 minutes they were pressing a few times during the match. But Ajax was pretty much in control the rest of the match. Pasveer didn't have to save many chances anymore. So after a turbulent first 10-15 minutes, we controlled the game.
Yeah, I totally agree. And look, it's very hard to highlight, which players stood out. But if we look at the players, because that's what I'm trying to do now, especially this week, there are a couple of players, you mentioned Pasveer, but also Haller. These guys are really showing and growing with this team. I thought Haller today was really good.
He was magnificent. And his link-up play today was also against Borussia Dortmund. We already saw his link-up play was improving. Today, he had some great link-up play. And also the juggling move he had at the midfield.
Second half.
It was like Zlatan-esque, And I'm not saying he's like Zlatan because he's a special player. But the way he juggled above everybody, it was great. And he was actually my man of the match until Tadic made that last goal. Okay. Because they were close already. And it was a special goal, I believe his 100.
100, yeah.
Yeah, so, and he was terrific again, our captain today. He's always terrific, almost always, and he's not disappointing me today also. 2 assists, 1 goal, great.
Yeah, look, something else I want to ask you as well. This team is also getting a bit more mature, because Martinez and Alvarez, early in the game already, they picked up a yellow card. Yeah. And we were a little bit nervous. Well, at least I was a bit nervous. But you told me during the second half, no, I think, Alvarez had the same situation in Dortmund. Yeah. And you can rely on him to just finish the game without conceding another card.
Yeah, he matured in that area because in the past, it was more of a liability when he got the yellow card. But against Dortmund, I was a little bit nervous, him getting an early yellow card and maybe getting a red. And he did it very professionally. So today I thought, if he can do it against Dortmund, he can do it against PSV. And he did. He did it great. And it's different kind of style of play that you have to play when you have yellow already. Because you have to be hesitant. And they are trying to poke you, You saw it also in the second half. There was a PSV player that pushed him in the back, like trying to provoke him. And he didn't even react to it, because they tried to get him mad so that he does something back and get his second yellow. So these kind of situations show me that he's maturing in that area. And I think he had a great match again today.
We slapped Dortmund earlier this week. We slapped PSV today. Biggest defeat of PSV since 1964. Also, if you look at the scores, I already mentioned it with Papimento. I mentioned that we scored 11 goals in 3 games in the Champions League, and we conceded 1. Now in the Eredivisie, we played 10 games. We scored 37 goals and we conceded 2, I think.
Sick.
I mean, is this normal?
That's sick. So like in the normal competitions, not the Super Cup, we only conceded 3 goals, and one of those goals was a blunder from Pasveer.
Yeah.
In the Champions League.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy. So we're like always praising our offense and the midfield by scoring that many goals, but we should give a big round of applause to our defense and our defensive midfielders, because 3 goals conceded in 13 matches. It's something else, really something else.
I want to also, I mean, I'm deviating a little bit from the game.
Yeah.
I'll come back to the game, but I'm mentioning this also because you read and you hear a lot of people saying, also the analysts now, or all the media and pundits will say, yeah, but Ajax is too good for the Eredivisie and this and that. But shouldn't we also be happy with the fact that Ajax has grown to a Champions League team?
Yeah.
And at the same time, if you look at the Dutch teams in Europe this season,
we're doing well.
We're doing very well, actually.
But only one is disappointing a little bit. What team was that? Can you help me out?
The one we played today.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's like the same story every season. But yeah, you're totally right. And I want to add to that. You win against your biggest competitor at the moment, if you can call it that at the moment. But it is, you know. And a 5-0 against PSV, how many jokes we make, it is something else. Because we traditionally usually have difficult games against them. Yeah. So especially after a midweek game, playing 4-0 against Borussia Dortmund, that was amazing. Now playing 5-0 on Sunday against PSV, this week is like a dream. It's great. So
Absolutely.
we do not have to undersell it. Still, even with the quality difference and with PSV missing players, 5-0 against a direct competitor, your biggest competitor this season, is something else. It's just a great performance for me.
All right. So final question I have for you. I mean, it's still quite early in the season, our 10th game in the Eredivisie, 3 games in the Champions League. How much can we still grow with this team? How much better can we get? I mean, it's very difficult to ask this question, but I'm asking this because usually, as you know, in the past years, we would be better throughout the season. I mean, as the season progresses, we get much better. Yeah. How about now? I mean, can we get any better than this?
Actually, you did a great analysis yourself, Juan. You almost answered the question that you asked me, so kudos for that. Usually around January, maybe December, we had some injury problems, and Ten Hag was always solving a puzzle. This year, it seems to be fitting earlier in the season. The puzzle seems to be already done.
Exactly.
And this is some compliments we have to give to the staff also, because being in this form this early is important for the rest of the season, because you're planting the seeds for the rest of the season to sow it at the end of the season.
And what makes it even more complicated is that we have so many choices.
Yeah.
So that we already figured it out so early already. That's even
I was like
better.
I was like watching a game with you, and in the second half, 3 substitutions came in at the same time. It was, I think, Neres, Kudus, and Tagliafico, and I was like, wow.
Exactly.
That we can bring those kind of players from the bench, that's not something that we saw in the last decades.
And the nice thing also about these players coming in, also Schuurs at the end, but also Klaassen
scoring.
scoring.
That pass from Schuurs.
Yeah. The thing I want to say, everybody that came in basically is coming in and, flowing with the team. It's not like they come and we lower our level. We continue the same level, basically.
So to get back to your question, if we are in this form already, and this is something very important, because we had to grow last seasons in the group stage, and we had some difficulties, and at the end we just narrowly didn't qualify.
Also
for the
because of
stage.
injuries,
Also, but now having 9 points already in the first 3 matches, this is something we can build on. If we can stay fit, this team can go far, I think. Because usually we had to grow during the winter break, around the winter break. Now we are already in top form.